Showing in their last appearance, they couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this to Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Washington offense heading out. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A give up the middle to Gibson. Oh, good move. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Charles Harris, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman, a 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out and feel charged up and ready to go.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out now come the Seahawks. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And it blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. 2nd and 4. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw here. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Back to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
You and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
But we've seen a lot of
first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL. I mean, we've gone from the single wing to the T formation to shotgun, right? Running spread, run and shoot, you name it, right?
To first down field goal
First down field goal fakes. I think that's an innovation that will not.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Justin Jefferson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest, and a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On play action, they'll throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They're going to look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes, right side. The 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. 2nd and 14. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good, and they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 2. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Here's a give to Gibson. And some room to run now. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 82 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Gibson again. Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Gibson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kari Blasingame taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from going up by 40. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders offense set to take over. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Once more, Gibson. He's got it to the 43 here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side complete to Lockett. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to keep this again. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The offense on third down tonight, they've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. looking to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
A handoff for Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff running left is Gibson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
The Seahawks take back over. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yard.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Here's Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 154 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Gibson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On second down, a run with Gibson. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long fourth and goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Celebration time in D.C., Washington, the NFC champs, as we say thank you for watching and good night.